What's up, fourth grade? Mr. Gambrady here with another video over area and perimeter. In the last one, we covered just the basics of what is area, what is perimeter, how to find the area and perimeter of a certain shape. In today's video, we're going to look at some problems where we know the area and perimeter, but one of the sides is missing. So we're going to kind of be working backwards in order to find a missing side. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first problem together. In this problem, it says, Karen likes to go for a walk around the lake each morning. It is shaped like a rectangle with a length of 30 feet and a perimeter of 84 feet. What is the width of the lake? So in this question, it tells us the length, it tells us the shape of our the lake, and it gives us the perimeter of the lake. However, the width is missing, and that's what we need to figure out. So our first step in solving these problems, again, is drawing a picture model, labeling what we know, and then we'll work our equation from there. So I know that this shape is going to be a rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I know that the long side of the rectangle is going to be 30 feet. So I'm making sure that I label both sides. And then I know that the perimeter is 84 feet. So whenever I know area or perimeter, I'm actually going to put that information in the middle of my shape. And this is going to represent a total. So P equals 84 feet. That's our total whenever we're thinking about parts and totals. And then our width is missing. So I'm going to put a question mark there, question mark there. So trying to relate this back to parts and totals, my lengths are parts, my widths are parts, and my total is my perimeter. So that's going to be the in the center. So now whenever I'm setting up my equation, kind of think of this like a puzzle. I remember my equation is P equals L plus W plus W. Well, I want to fill in what I know. I know that the perimeter is 84, and that's going to be the same as 30 plus 30 plus W plus W, because those W's are missing. So whenever we're working backwards like this and we know the total and we have some missing parts, our strategy is going to be add up what we know, 30 plus 30, which equals 60, and then 60 plus W, and that's going to be the total of 84. So in order for us to get 84, it has to be 60 plus something to make 84. Well, I'm going to subtract out 60. I need to subtract 84 minus 60. That's going to give me a total of 24. So W plus W has to equal 24. Now, a lot of students will think 24 is our answer. That is not going to be what each width is. That's going to be the total of both widths. So since we have two of them, we have to take our 24 and we have to split it by 2. We've got to divide that by 2. So 24 divided by 2 is going to give us a total of 12. So our width is going to be 12, not 24. And then just to check it, if we add up all our parts, it should equal back to 84. So 30 plus 30 is 60. 12 plus 12 is 24, and that's going to give me a total of 84. Now, since that checks back to my original perimeter, I know that 12 is my right answer. Now, if we had gotten 24 and we thought that was our answer, we can check it. 30 plus 30 is 60. 24 plus 24 is going to give us 48. 60 plus 48 does not equal 84. So we know 24 can't be our answer. We did something wrong. So whenever you're doing that subtraction, you have to make sure you split it into two parts, because there are two widths that have to equal the same number. All right, let's take a look at our second problem. It says the teachers created a new math bulletin board for the hall. The board had an area of 192 feet. The width was 12 feet. Use an area model to find the length. So in this problem, we are going to be drawing our model. We know that A equals 192. Remember, that's going to be our total. We know that has a width of 12, and we're looking for the length, so we're going to be putting question marks there. Now, if I remember my formula from earlier, A equals length times width. A equals length times width. So all I'm going to do is plug in my numbers with what I know. I know A is 192. I know that L is missing. And I know the width is 12. So something times 12 equals 192. Since we know the total and a part's missing, we're going to do the inverse operation. Inverse means opposite. Opposite is going to be division. So we're actually going to do 192 divided by 12. And when you use your strategy of a big 7, you'll end up realizing that 192 divided by 12 is going to equal 16. Okay, so that makes our answer of our missing length 16. And then the way we can check it is we can multiply our two parts, 16 and 12, 16 times 12, and we end up seeing that in fact it does equal 192, which checks back to our area. All right, so those are two problems where we know the area, we know the perimeter, but one of the sides is missing. We have to work backwards in order to find that missing side. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you're practicing these in order to get better.